Welcome to the Entertainment Rants Podcast, your number one opinion source for all things entertainment. Join host Marco Mazzola as he sounds off on the latest movies, TV, music, gaming, comic books, and more. Now, here's the man of the hour, Marco Mazzola.
Hello again, everybody, and welcome to the Entertainment Rants Podcast. As always, I'm your host, Marco Mazzola, and we are joined again by our friends Mila. Hello, Mila.
Hello.
And Larry.
Hey.
How's everybody doing today?
Just
Very good.
peachy.
Awesome. So today we are talking about episode 5. We're doing a review episode of episode 5 of Hawkeye on Disney Plus from Marvel. Hawkeye.
Yeah.
We got only one left after this one.
That's it. This
Yeah.
is we're coming to the end.
Yeah, we are coming to the end. So,
Well, at least of this
usually
season.
you guys get to start off first. So today I'm going to
ahead.
start off a little bit first.
Yep.
I'm not going
Okay.
to go too crazy because I want everybody to get their opinions out. I like the episode, but it's still not enough for me. Like, I think there's some great reveals in the episode. I think, we're getting towards that. We only have one left. I wanted more. I definitely wanted more. There was almost zero action. We had a 2-second, barely a fight scene in the parking lot. Some big reveals. I'm blown away by the opening. For me, the opening
definitely did it.
big,
Wait.
taking back to 2018. So you
Oh,
see
yeah.
you see where she's been the whole time. You watch that she was blipped and came back immediately. That was cool because you've never seen that before.
Yeah, we've never seen it from
saw
someone else's
Monica,
point of view.
Right.
We saw Monica Rambeau, when she came back, but we didn't quite see her leave and come back immediately.
Right,
So that was kind
right.
of cool, like dusting, undusting, like almost
Yeah.
in the
Like,
same
wow,
place.
what just
so that was kind
happened?
of cool. And then obviously the whole background changing behind her.
Yep.
I thought that was kind of cool, although it should have been faster. I think, like visually, I think that change was kind of like.
I was thinking the
more
same thing. Like
slowly. I
that
thought,
that
it
should have
was
just she should have blipped and then blipped and then
it
the
would've been-
imagery is
it should have been
completely changed,
Should have
not
been
changing
changed.
as.
Yeah.
But that's okay. I can get past that.
Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
that's a
It
major,
would- yeah.
On that.
down
That'd be
point
like
of the episode.
nitpicking, but I get it, yeah.
Yeah, but I like she comes back and she
It's
sees
neat.
what's going
I
on.
didn't see it coming.
And then so you find out that she's been blipped, and then it's her. She's she wants to find Natasha.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then boom, Hawkeye. So
well,
then
I think what it is, it's she's like, I need to go find Natasha, and I think at that moment,
she's explaining that it's been 5 years now,
right, and I can only
Yeah.
guess that as soon as she says, I need to go find my sister, I think that woman
who was a
Black Widow.
Yeah.
I think she tells her that, hey, hate to tell you, but
because everybody knows.
She kinda
like,
acts
it's not
like
a
the
secret.
bucket.
Actually, you can't
So my
find.
problem, and
Oopsie.
Neil and I were talking about this earlier, it's not a secret that Natasha is dead.
Right.
But how much of it is a secret as to what actually happened?
I think,
Yeah,
I think
Clint
it's all
tells the Avengers what she did.
Yeah.
You
But
know
the
what I
thing
mean?
is-
So she sacrificed her life.
Yeah.
He tried to do it, and then they fought together. So apparently nobody else knows this because even when
Except for Red Skull, I guess.
except for him,
I
right?
suppose.
Floaty Red Skull. So apparently, but even when she's talking to Kate Bishop, and this is going further in the episode, which to me was like, I find it was cute. The whole they were talking together when she's
that
in her
was
apartment.
hilarious.
I thought
Yeah.
it was cute, but it bothered me. It was a lost moment where she didn't tell her. Like she's not telling her what she might have known or she should have known. Like Clint didn't kill her. She sacrificed herself to save the universe.
wait a minute,
but
but hold
Hawkeye
on, but
tried
yeah.
to sacrifice himself.
But wait, does he tell Kate that though?
The
she
thing
have
is,
that knowledge?
the thing
We
is,
never see him
the
tell Kate
place
that,
where
no.
I am
All right, so maybe
is
she just doesn't
maybe
know.
he told the Avengers what happened,
Right.
But did they keep it a secret because they're like, this is really personal to him?
Well,
or
maybe-
did they go,
maybe
oh yeah,
that,
no,
or-
she jumped, she
Well,
gone now,
that's it. It's
Either-
kind of like,
either that
wouldn't you,
or-
or
wouldn't
like,
you clear
did
it?
he
Like,
say
if
the
you're-
whole scuffle?
But I mean, at some point, they know she helped to save the universe and she was dead. You would think somebody would want to know, how did she die? Like, what
She died in
happened?
battle.
She died in
Yeah,
battle.
it's
Died
an
in
easy
battle,
one, yeah.
and that's an
But
easy.
to me,
That's it.
To
And
me,
she died for the
I would-
sacrifice of
If it
others.
was me, if I was the Avengers, I'd be like, she sacrificed herself to save the universe. To me, that's more honorable than she just got taken out. Like, what do you mean she died in battle? She got shot?
Yeah. Because
Did
you
she get
never,
hit? Did she
you
get
never
hurt?
really
Did she trip
hear
over a
anyone
thing and fall
say
off the cliff?
that she offed herself.
Okay.
Right,
But also,
to
don't-
me, that's
don't
more
forget-
noble of a death
Oh,
for
yeah.
her if they literally come out and say, yes, she sacrificed herself
Right,
to save the universe.
but don't forget though that when Yelena's at the gravesite and
Over there.
the
Place.
the
Take your time.
Falcon and Winter Soldier series,
Yeah.
when she's at the grave, she gets what's her name there?
Valentina.
Yeah,
Valentina. Valentina says this is the guy that killed. Actually,
so she's being fed
manipulated.
misinformation.
So she's of course.
But that's my point. You've been fed this misinformation.
Yeah.
So you would think that somebody would want to clear it up.
Yeah.
Like this didn't actually happen.
But if you've already got that thought, if you've already had that thought, and you think that everybody is hiding stuff, because don't forget, she's not like just a normal person. She's a Black Widow, so she already knows about, like,
get all the secrets.
She already knows about secret societies and things like that, and government agencies. So she, I don't think. Even if somebody told her that, like, let's say from the Avengers, she could turn around and say, you know what, maybe you're just trying to cover up for what he did or all the bad that he did.
Yeah, it's her job to always be suspicious of everybody. So apparently Clint is definitely not, like, he's not an exception.
He's at the top of her
She's like,
list,
well, you know what? He used to be like, contract spy killer dude. So,
the only way you can back that up is that she knows nothing of the relationship between Clint and Natasha.
Well,
prior to her death.
Well, clearly not
to each other for a while.
Right. That's one. And
it's
clearly not
years.
because Clint has never met her, because if you remember in the cab ride, she's like, oh my God, her sister. And he's like, Yelena. So he didn't know that was her up on the roof when she has the mask on. So they've never met clearly.
Right.
I mean, we already know that.
Yeah.
But, he got
probably
really
heard
close.
stories at best. No pictures, of course not.
None.
So there was none of that. Like even Kate knows of their relationship, that they were close, and that because everybody knows that they were close,
right?
Because that's why they know not to really mention it around Clint, because he was so
well,
close.
Again,
to her.
she got blipped.
They were like best friends.
She got blipped. She's been gone for 5 years.
No, I know that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like, you didn't even mention like, why would he kill her? They were best friends.
Right.
Like,
exactly.
You don't know that because you were blipped away, and you don't know that. But everybody knows that. Like they were tight. They were.
So, but
they
Kate
were
starts,
partners.
But Kate starts mentioning it, and she's like, no, that's not how he felt very strong for her and stuff like that. That's when she turns around and was like, well, how long have you known him? She's like, 5 days.
Yeah, that's the
and
thing.
Then in my head, I'm like, 5 episodes.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
Like, everybody kind of knows that, that that's a fact.
Although who are they going to ask? The Avengers? We don't even know where they are.
No, there's no
like there's no one to
hint to them.
Yeah, there's no one to actually verify that except for Kate, who's known him for 5 days. Right. So you gotta kind of get.
But there's a background history.
There's history,
of the
but there's
Avengers
no one
and what
who
they did.
knew them like personally. Like not a lot of people that that are out there that we know of. All we know is I guess they were close.
But there seems to be some sort of knowledge that they were tight. Like there's some overarching knowledge that people know that Clint and Natasha were like partners and they were together.
Yeah.
That they knew each other.
But like how personally close they were.
Where did that come from?
Yeah, I guess.
Where did that information come from?
I guess what he's saying is, she should by now she should know. Like she should.
Yeah, 5
Elena
years.
should
More than 5 years
believe
later,
that right. Like she should believe that they are friends and that he didn't kill her.
Yeah.
Regardless of whatever
it's like an easy way to be like, all right, he's my enemy now because he killed my sister and like.
It is
and especially like going through that kind of grief. Yeah. It's like if someone points her in a direction,
right?
She's bound to just go, okay,
go get him.
She's been aimed at, So that's naturally where she's going to try to go first. Is well, if he killed her.
So apparently, she learned nothing from Natasha when she got basically removed from the Black Widows. Yeah, you know what I mean, she basically got unblack widow. She got unbrainwashed.
Yeah,
she learned nothing.
And then she was like,
"Don't just trust somebody because they tell you to go kill somebody."
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Pretty much,
You've
but
learned nothing. Great.
And the thing is, it's like it's kind of.
That's a way to honor your
I guess it's harder than we think to
unbrainwash somebody. Yes,
unassassin yourself.
Yes, it's very hard.
Unbe assassinate.
So that's my take. That's my thing. Like I said, overall, I like the episode, but I definitely had my struggles with it. Mm-hmm. Who wants to go next?
Go ahead, me.
All right. I liked the dialogue in it. I actually really liked the Ronin versus Echo.
Echo.
Yeah. Ronin versus Echo. I thought that fight scene was really cool, and I liked their little talk there. I did think it was very short, but it was a fast-paced fight though. Yeah. So I liked that. It did have some solid moments, but again, I know what you're talking about. Where it's like this is the episode before,
but it was almost like he Ronin'd up.
Yeah.
So he was fighting harder.
Yeah. So it was a much more interesting fight than the other one on the roof. Yeah. That one was forgettable.
Being Ronin at that point.
Yeah. So it was different.
To just take her out quickly.
It was that was really.
He was pulling his punches on the roof, and then when he gets down the parking lot, he's not pulling his punches anymore.
Yeah.
He's
exactly.
Full on Ronin. Which is what he does at the bridge or the plaque and tells Natasha that I'm sorry what I'm about to go do. Mm-hmm. And it was kind of like because we were talking about this when you were watching that, and you were
Yes.
like, oh no, what's he gonna go do? I'm like, well, really not much.
Yeah.
It's like he gets all Ronin'd up to really just to have a chat.
Well, it was the thing is,
Like,
it was
really
very. The thing is, that was a very important conversation to have because she didn't know all the facts. She know he killed.
No, the conversation
so
was
that was a
necessary.
very important. So there was stuff that happened.
But here's the thing, though. She didn't know it was him until he took off the mask. She just knew that Ronin killed. Because, again, this whole time, she thinks that Kate Bishop is Ronin.
Wasn't
or
it,
somebody.
Because half cleared up that wasn't Kate early, like not early on, but like halfway through.
It's somebody.
Roughly.
He's never mentioned. He's told that it wasn't Kate.
Right.
Like, leave her alone. Ronin is someone else.
Okay,
And
yeah.
everybody's
So
like, oh,
she's
it's me.
so it was a reveal of
Him being
it was
Ronin.
me.
The whole thing
surprised.
is necessary. I agree. That whole scene
Yeah.
is necessary.
So there was
and I'm
stuff that
okay with the
happened. It
quickness.
did-
So backing through it, it's that talk to the plaque on the wall.
Yep.
It's kind of like I'm sorry for what I'm about to go do. What? You didn't kill anybody.
Yeah, oh, that's a
you
good
just
point,
went to have
though.
a chat.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
but why
Him
are you
apologizing like
apologizing
he's
to
gonna
Natasha
kill
for
her,
that?
but
Because you're
but he was
revealing?
like,
I think the whole idea is he's putting the Ronin costume back on,
Yep.
and he's going to be Ronin because he has to. And it was probably something
Yeah.
that he said because again, we see it in
Maybe he was in case he was going to kill her.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Actually, I right when I finished talking, I thought about that, and you said it. Thank you. Yeah,
so
I was like, he's apologizing for putting the Ronin suit back on.
That's what he's apologizing
and the
for,
sword and stuff like that.
And it's going through that again. So what do you think about the episode?
What, the episode in general?
Yeah.
I thought it was like a solid like B.
A B?
And yeah, like, oh no, you know what? I'll be an optimistic B plus.
I'm going B minus. I'm going B minus,
Yeah.
but
Because it had a
give it a
lot. It was
C.
a lot more interesting than the other episode.
what I do like is that every episode we change the ratings. It's a 5. It's a 3.
five.
Now it's a B.
It's a 1 out of 5.
We don't
I give it
One
like
out
a
of 10.
60%.
Yeah,
No.
Episode 6 is going to be out of 100. It's a,
Yeah. All right. So we got B's and B minuses or B pluses.
Should we go for stars? I think that works
That'd be good.
better.
I'll give it 3 stars.
do we do stars?
I give it-
We haven't done stars yet.
No, we
might
did
have to put
stars
that
for the
in.
last one.
Oh, did we?
Out of 5 stars, yeah.
That's right, we did.
Yeah.
Find something else.
I actually like this episode.
Yeah.
And-
So I think it was a lot better than the other one.
yeah.
Can't watch
And you
anything
guys,
with Larry anymore.
you guys already kind of hit on it. I like the fight scene. We talked about this the other night. That when he puts the Ronin suit on, he became Ronin.
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
the fight scene was really
It was
cool.
noticeable.
I absolutely
Yeah.
loved it. And I had said that I think he fights better as Ronin than he does as Clint Barton. To be honest with you, it just because
Different
he-
fighting style.
it's a different fighting style. So I mean, I really liked it.
It's
and you're right,
much
it was
more
quick,
like-
But I think it was
Yeah.
deliberately quick. He didn't want to really kill anybody because, again, he's not there to kill anybody.
Right.
Right.
But he lets her know, like, hey, listen, I'm Ronin.
Yeah.
And this is what's going to happen. You come after me and my family, I'm going to kill you.
Yeah.
And I'm letting you walk. I'm giving you that pass. And he also tells the whole, and by the way, I was tipped off that they were there. So you need to look in your own camp.
Right.
So that's
Yeah.
what makes us go, ooh.
Yeah.
The time, again, another 40 minutes, you're killing me here. It's clear as day we're going to see.
Episode 6 is going to be about 58 minutes, I think they said.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah, they got a couple of minutes extra on
but
the
I,
next
yeah,
one.
I think it's clear that Jeremy Renner is going to be in season 2 because I thought that the pace that they were going is he was going to, by the end of this,
Hand it off.
He just hands it off, and that's the end of it. Like you only see him a little bit.
Yeah.
But
she's got a lot to learn.
she has a lot to learn, I think.
Yeah, maybe season 2.
Yeah.
So I think that you're going to see him into the season 2.
Maybe that's where the handoff happens. We get a lot
Maybe,
more training.
though.
Yeah, a lot more training, right?
Though we talked,
We haven't seen a lot
You
of
talked
training.
about reveals, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can we talk about the end?
Well, no, we're not going to get to the end.
Okay.
Because that'll be a 20-minute conversation of why he's not big as a house. So,
I don't
want
wanna
you
make it long.
And I don't want you to get distracted. So when they're walking,
King Junior pin.
when they're walking, and he hands her the bow, not the bow, the arrow.
Yeah.
And she takes it. I looked at that and said, symbolism. He's passing the torch.
Right.
Oh yeah,
I thought that was really cool.
all the way,
It's
all
passing
the way.
the arrow,
Passing the arrow.
I did like the episode. I thought it was awesome.
Yeah.
I'm glad because again, episode 3 and 4 were meh for me. So episode 5,
Yeah,
I liked.
this was definitely a step up from the other ones. I do have
which
to say.
wasn't hard, but I was absolutely pleased.
it's not
Yeah,
hard
it
part
was
of that.
not very difficult to do.
But I was absolutely pleased
The
with this
reveals
one.
and things like that, the kind of furthering the story and getting to where we're supposed to be getting for me was much better.
And
All right.
they did all the reveals. They did like
we
3,
got
4
there.
reveals.
We
here,
got to where we
Yes.
need to start to get into episode 6 and finish this puppy up
Yeah.
And
next week.
I'm going to mention it because we haven't really mentioned it. We've tiptoed around it. We don't have to make it long. I was really excited.
Thumbtack.
I was really excited to see Fisk there. I want to go
right to it.
I'm just saying.
To see him
I was
too.
so stoked.
It was the payoff.
It was a huge payoff. I was so stoked. They saw me go like, oh my gosh, like while I was watching it.
I did
It's
appreciate the shitty flip phone, crappy
that was
photo
great.
of it. Like,
I love
what
it.
year is this?
see,
We're
that's
still
another-
rocking
so-
little shitty
so
Motorola
that's
flip
another
phones with
thing.
tiny.
Hey,
you hit
you
the
never
A button
know.
3 times to text something.
Yeah.
What's going on here?
So talking about time, what's the timeline right now?
A while.
It's the 5 years.
It's 5 years
right?
plus, right?
Yeah.
So that's not
It's
in
a
real time
while.
because that was in 2018. We're only in 2021.
Hey,
That's only
what
3
if
years.
someone just happens to have a flip phone? You know?
yeah.
Yeah,
You don't know.
Well, yeah, because we saw 2018.
Maybe they had a
the flip
scratch
happened,
on the
it's 5
phone.
years after that.
Right, but
plus
right. So, but
Yeah.
what I'm
after
saying though, it's,
Spider-Man.
Yes.
yeah,
Yep.
after Spider- So that's what I'm saying. So we're not like in our time. Like it's not
It's not the 2021,
Yeah.
2022.
right. Okay,
no.
It's like 2020, 2030, 20.
28 or something like
It's
that.
been a minute.
Yeah.
It's been a
That's-
couple
that's
few
why I
years.
just that kind of not stuck on my craw, but like I saw that I was like, oh wait a minute, we have a year. We're in 2021. Is it 5 years? 3? What?
Yeah.
So I didn't know if they were like
They
kind
never
of
really
replicating.
commit to the time. They never really
Right.
commit to what year it is.
Okay.
Which is okay. I mean,
Yeah,
that,
no, I just
allows them to
I just
get
didn't know if
different
they
parts
done.
had
or
No, I
something.
don't remember them doing any committing. All right, so we talked about that. We'll talk about now let's go to the mother and what's going on there, and that obviously Kate had asked her to look into what's going on.
Yeah.
And then we get another big reveal, which leads us to the
Yes.
Kingpin reveal. We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
What do you think?
She is setting him up hardcore.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh my God. Oh yeah.
So mom was the one who essentially who
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
See,
Got
we did
So
predict
she's-
it. Like
yeah,
last
my guess
episode was that
is-
she was definitely like she was much more involved than
what we think.
we initially thought.
So
but
is
it was still an awesome reveal anyway.
Is Kingpin attached to Valentina? Is she working for him? Because we know she's working for somebody.
She could be his
to
like
create the Dark
his right hand man.
Avengers.
You know,
Right. She's her.
I think
she's
that's who
his
she
recruiter.
is. Yeah.
She's his headhunter.
Yeah.
She's a
Yeah.
recruiter
Yeah.
for the
Yeah.
Dark Avengers.
She's like
That's
in
my guess.
his
And
inner
that's
circle.
why
That's who
mom
she is.
called Kingpin, which called Valentina to get Yelena on, to hire the Black Widow
Yeah.
to assassinate her.
Yeah. Yeah.
That, to me, that makes the trail.
You mentioned Dark Avengers. What is that?
It's basically the anti-Avengers. Like, it's a whole group that they put together. It's almost like the Sinister Six. It's
Oh,
their
really?
version
Yeah.
of a,
Oh.
U.S. agent, right? Who,
Yeah.
the Captain America who turns into U.S. agent. He gets like the darker suit,
Right.
and that's the Dark
Right.
Avengers. It's like everybody has like their counterpart.
Oh my gosh.
it's
I've
what I think.
never heard of the Dark Avengers.
Yeah.
Actually,
Oh, that actually sounds really awesome.
Well, there's a couple of different versions of it too. Like I think the original one was which was part of the Dark Reign story arc is Norman Osborn becomes the Iron Patriot.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So and it's like
Wow.
and Wolverine's son is part of it.
Oh, wow.
Which is big, and that's a pretty cool storyline.
that sounds
I
really
think
cool.
that the way that they're going to go
make it our
is they're gonna
version of the
make it-
MCU.
right.
From people.
So that's
that
my
are-
guess is that
I don't know.
Kingpin is kind of running the show on this, and he's
Yeah.
putting together
Right.
the team, and Valentina works for him.
Yep.
And she never reveals who she works for, but you know she works
Yeah.
for somebody.
Yeah.
Right.
Like that's been
The
kinda
big
like her
guy
thing.
on
Yeah.
top.
Yeah,
and it's like,
basically.
hey, hey, hey.
Batman
So,
also.
yeah, the thumbtack. So
Awesome
he's a tiny- he's a
thumbtack.
tiny Kingpin. I'm just gonna call him
The
thumbtack.
coolest kingpin.
There you have it.
The thumbtack.
So anything
That's
else?
good.
Any other parts of the episode? What other reveals did we get during this episode that we want to go over? After credits.
The dog did a turn. That was pretty sick. No.
Yeah, the dog.
Oh my
dance.
God! Did you see it
The
spin?
other thing was
that was
we were
amazing.
talking about the LARPers.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. I
So
guess
they're-
that guy's a recurring character. I guess.
So
The LARPers are in general, right? They've been for
Yeah.
a few episodes now, right?
so what it is
What's up
and
with that?
I had looked this up last time, so I forgot to bring it up because we were like, what do the LARPers have? Anything? Why are they concentrating on
Do
them?
they
We
have
did
something
spend
to do with
30
this?
minutes on thumbtacks, so
Yeah.
could we?
So I guess what it was is in the Hawkeye storyline, like in one of the comic books, there's like this
He becomes
gang.
a LARPer.
No. There's a gang
Damn.
of
How
like
awesome would that be?
That'd be pretty sick. He's like, guys, I'm retiring. Well, what are you gonna do? In, like
gonna
in the
go
meantime,
LARP.
I'm gonna
LARP with, like,
LARP. I'm gonna be the
padded
best
weapons.
LARper. No one's
I'm
gonna have a
gonna crush
chance.
it.
He's
Like
gonna
padded
like train them in their
padded weapons,
padded
and
weapons.
shields.
Yes.
So there was a group of like circus folk that turned into like criminals, and it was like a gang of them. And the LARPers, their names are actually that crime syndicate. So it was kind of like a tie-in. It was just Is
it a nod or is that
no, it's just a nod. It was just a nod.
All right,
That's why they brought the LARPers in, I guess.
Okay, it was just like
They're just like, hey,
Hawkeye comics, let's go.
Yeah, that's all that was.
Remember these guys?
Yeah, just a little something for the fans.
Remember this name or something?
Little fan stuff.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Which is always cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
it adds a little
Yeah.
flavor to it, a little spice to something else.
What I didn't like
Little
though,
pull.
and actually when I walked in, it was like right before it happened. The fight happens. I love it. That was cool. They get into the Uber at night, right? That fight happened at night.
Yeah.
So then how the hell did they get out of the car and it was daytime?
I know.
Wait,
How
what
long
was the
that
scene after?
ride?
What was the scene after? I can't remember.
It's them getting out of the Uber.
Yes, I know they were getting.
I'm sorry. So there is
Kind of a given.
Yeah,
They gotta get out eventually.
of the car. So they're in the car, and she's
Go
like,
around,
"Hey,
turn around in the car.
she's like, hey, by the way, that lady up on the roof, she paid me a visit." And he's like, "Oh my God, what?" He was like, "Yeah, that's Natasha's sister."
Oh yeah.
And so
And then-
that conversation's happening. It's dark out,
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
and then we see them getting out of the
Long-ass
car,
Conversation.
and it's daytime.
Wonder what they were arguing about.
Well, they must have been driving for some time. Maybe they went all the way to I don't know. Maybe it was 6 a.m. or something, and
That's
the
the
sun
only
was
thing I
coming
can
up.
think of.
It
We'll talk
maybe
about this
took
in
an
the next
hour.
Podcast, kind of the same thing happened towards the end. Like that was really long, and all of a sudden they get up and it's daylight. Like
it's-
what? We'll talk about it in the next episode. We don't want to talk about it now because lots of spoilers and things like that. We'll be able to understand and read and hear about it.
Maybe the car ride was either a lot longer than we think,
Really
or
long car
it was
ride.
just an hour,
It was in that-
and it was
there was
winter.
just a lot
Because
of
winter
discussion about
happens, it's
something.
6 a.m. It's night, and then it's 5 a.m. It's now morning.
Yeah, maybe.
You know?
Yeah.
So
maybe they're having a long
it's-
argument about something. I don't know.
Who knows?
Maybe
But
it was just a long.
I saw that.
silent
I was
car
like,
ride,
well,
and we only saw them talking for a minute.
Yeah.
don't people sleep? I don't know.
We edited out the rest.
But yeah.
The rest of it was not important,
That's
unless you
right.
guys want to sit there and watch them just kind of stare out the windows for a much longer time.
Yeah.
But where the hell were they? Why?
They were on the road.
Oh, that's where they were.
They were having some
yeah.
useless argument if a car was really a car or a tank was really a car. Who knows?
Yeah.
Some ridiculous
Well,
argument.
They're probably zoning out, thinking about their own problems.
That's
I'm not
right.
sure.
Who knows?
Wondering why he wasn't bulletproof.
Dramatically,
That's right.
dramatically staring out the window, going,
How do I get my suit bulletproof?
Speaking of suits, I can't wait to see the new outfits. I really
the new outfits?
Yeah.
Oh, right, because the LARPers, they gave them
Oh my gosh, you're right. I forgot about that. Yeah, they're making the suits.
Episode 6
So,
payoff.
you-
Do you think
that's
Hawkeye's
big.
gonna get that big, fancy, big H
I don't
mask?
think he'll have the feather eye, like
no.
the
I think
pointy
no.
eyes.
I think they'll make it. He'll put it on. He'll go. This looks the stupidest thing I've ever taken.
Yeah, that would
take
be
it off,
awesome.
and then the rest
And
of the
you're
suit is
probably
what it
right.
is. That's what I predict is
you know
gonna
what,
happen.
Maybe, yeah. Because I mean, he's like, hey, the outfits are all done. You want to
And
see
he
them?
tosses it away and just put
Yeah,
the glasses
because they
on.
would add that.
Yeah.
The LARPers, they seem the type that would add the mask.
Oh, yeah.
the
With the-
stupid
with the
flare
pointy- yeah, the
mask.
flare eyes,
and he
yeah.
goes, "Wow, this is really dumb," and then take it off.
Throws it away and puts the glasses
They're like,
on.
how does it
Because
look?
In
And
the
it's like,
comics,
dun,
he
dun, dun.
wears
Glasses.
glasses the whole comic series.
Like
Right.
sunglasses.
Almost
I've
like
seen it. Yeah,
Neo
the
type,
purple,
yeah.
the purple
Yeah,
sunglasses.
so
I've
you
seen
know what
them.
I mean?
Yeah,
So
that would be sick.
That would be
I think
cool.
that would
if
actually
he
be really
does it.
sick.
He throws away the stupid looking mask and puts the glasses
Puts
on.
sunglasses
Yeah,
on.
that'd be a
Like,
cool
he
nod.
finds them somewhere, like somebody has them, he finds them, he picks them up, and goes, these are cool.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
throws those
Yeah.
on.
Do you think he's also gonna go full on like Echo said to just take out the hearing aid, just go all deaf
I don't know,
all the
because-
time, or like
I mean, I think that'd be a great payoff.
Yeah.
Because we had that entire scene with
'Cause
him
it
not
was
being
like-
himself, like not being, he's using technology too
yeah,
much to do.
Yeah.
We haven't really had that payoff
That was
yet.
made a big deal.
It was.
It was like you're not yourself,
Yeah.
using this technology.
There's
It's
a lot of
crutch.
exposition for no reason.
Yeah.
Unless you
Yeah.
get off
Yep.
some point.
So I'm like, he's got to
So,
go all deaf
last
eventually.
episode, right?
You know?
He's fighting the Kingpin, or who knows, or something's gonna happen that he needs to take it out, and it makes him makes him better, it helps him to win.
Or
that's
it's like
the- that's
halfway
the
through a
normal-
fight, he's like, you know what? I don't need this, and
I
he
don't
takes
listen
it
to you,
out
and
and
he
goes,
clicks it out.
and then it's like, oh wait, actually, I'm better like this or something.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what I do need this. Hold on, I'm completely done.
yeah,
He's like,
either one
no,
or the
you know
other.
what? You're talking again. I'm so
I
sorry.
can't-
I can't read your lips that well. Hold on, give me a
Time
sec.
out.
And he
Yeah.
puts it. Time out. Make the tea.
Make
Tea
the
with
tea.
your hands. Time out.
Time out.
He puts the back in. He goes,
I love when
all
you
right,
guys
can you
do
say that
visual
again?
things on the podcast. It's awesome.
I'm like, oh, now I gotta narrate it.
Visual hand, yeah, hand
I'm like,
motions.
So this is
time
what
out.
I'm doing. One hand goes over me.
As Larry takes both his hands and makes a T shape and taps the hand with
Kind
his
of
other hand.
sideways, but yeah,
Taps
we
it
got
sideways.
there. There it is.
There it is. Yeah, you guys can see
it.
it. You know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you guys, you know what we know what we're talking about here. Awesome. All right, anything else you want to add to it?
No, I'm anticipating episode 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think a whole bunch of payoffs. Like I said, I like this episode.
I'm actually excited. This episode, watching it made me excited for the last episode.
Yep.
Yes.
I'm like, I think there's a lot going to happen. I think it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, 58 minutes. It better be.
58 minutes. Half of it is uselessness.
They better have something going on there.
High five.
They fight the big fight.
Yeah.
I still want to see that jumping sidekick off a big king of thumbtack and he bounces off, or like some arrows just bouncing off of him for no good reason.
Something. Speaking of arrows, real quick.
Speaking of, well, this is Hawkeye.
It is Hawkeye. We probably delve into some arrows.
Kind of a lot of arrows.
So, he said something, and I thought about it after when we were talking about how do they know the tips and this and that.
Yeah. Which one they're pulling, yeah.
So I remember him saying something that not every tip can go on a normal arrow.
Shaft, yeah.
You need different shafts. So it wasn't just about finding the arrowheads or getting arrowheads, but it's also getting the right shafts.
The shaft is different, yeah.
Yeah.
So if they're already
like
set up, you know by touch which shaft you're picking out.
Yeah.
I mean, again, it's a comic book, so you
just gotta have
understand that
faith.
they don't run out of arrows usually.
but
Unless
she
it helps the story.
But she ran out of bullets. Which pissed me off, by the way.
Sure.
I was like, you didn't bring another clip. What are you doing?
Nothing.
I was actually thinking about that. I forgot about that. I was like, First of all, you're trained in this. You know how to shoot a.
You know to bring a second clip.
Well, no, and not even only that.
Maybe a third.
She knows not to shoot when she can't see him, but she does. I'm like, that actually did bother me because I was like, she's been trained in this. She knows this so well.
But she
wildly shoots.
Maybe she was just shooting out of with raw emotion and didn't care. But again,
yeah. But she didn't even know it was the Ronin attacking them.
Trained to get rid of your raw emotions and just stay calculating.
But then she shoots wildly and runs out and doesn't even have another clip.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you talking about? That was the worst. That was
gunfight in LA. It was just kind of clipping over the car.
Literally, all it was
spraying and praying.
They're like, all right. So here we go. So they got to do a hand-to-hand combat thing, right? So she's got to run out of bullets somehow. Right?
I mean, not necessarily.
What if we just have her shoot wildly? You know, they could have had there was a lot of different things you could have done.
Of course, they could knock it out of her hand. How many times has he done that in the movies?
Yeah, but have a trained person shoot wildly and then not have a second clip. What?
That
doesn't make any sense.
That pissed me off, actually.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, cool, she ran out of bullets. Awesome, because you never see that.
Because I made a mental note of that.
You didn't have another?
Nothing.
You didn't have one ready to go?
That's it. You're done? Okay. Well, great. What are you going to do? Throw it?
Examples.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, so
reload.
There we go.
Examples.
Wait for the sound effects.
As you make the pretend gun cocking
reload,
thing.
yes. Yeah. First gun enthusiasts. All right, awesome. All right, so episode 6, Wednesday.
Yes.
We roll into Book of Boba Fett pretty much right the week after that.
Yeah.
And I got to watch the last couple episodes of
Oh my God.
Get it done, Mila. Get it done. You're off a few days. Get it done.
I will. I'll get there.
Get it done. Right?
I will.
One more.
I also have to see
that's the other thing. We got to figure out when we're going to talk about episode 6.
What?
Yeah.
I mean, my guess would be the Sunday after. Sunday after Christmas, right?
Yeah. No.
What?
No. Are you away?
I mean, yeah, I leave Christmas Day.
Son of a, when you coming back?
I come back the 29th.
Okay. All right, well, that's fine.
So that's like a week
That's
after,
fine.
but-
That's fine. We can do it.
we'll
I guess you'll have to be square then.
Be there or be square. No, we can
Larry
do it.
the square.
If we do it the weekend after that, we can do. If we do it the weekend after that, like after New Year, are you going away for New Year, Mr. Vagabond? Jesus.
No.
Christ on a
No, we don't do anything.
We got the Wanderer over here.
Yeah, we don't do anything for New
World
Year's.
traveler, Kwai
we don't do
Chang,
anything
just
for New Year's.
wandering the earth. Jesus. Paul, I know, is a way back reference with Kwai Chang.
Wow.
You like that?
Wow.
A whole pocket full of useless references waiting for you at any moment. So we can do like after New Year, we can do our last episode plus Book of Boba Fett. We can just bang them both up
we can do something like that.
That'd be fine.
We'll figure it out.
Cool. Awesome. All right, everybody. There it is. Episode 5 in the bank. Hawkeye. We got one more to go. We're excited. Hopefully it lives up to the hype. And we'll get it done. All right, we're gonna get offline and we're gonna be talking about Spider-Man.
Check
out our Spider-Man
speaking of living up to the hype.
No kidding. All right, gang. Thank you everybody much for listening. Thank you, Mila.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you, Larry.
Thank you.
We'll see you guys later. Don't forget to look at us online at engage@entertainmentrants.com. Send us an email. Send us a message, something you want us to rant about. If you'd like to be on the show, we got some guests coming up. I'm going to be talking to somebody tonight from the Geeky Dad podcast. And we're going to be talking about Cobra Kai and the Karate Kid and all that kind of stuff. So look for that one coming up as well.
On brand.
Definitely look for us on our social media at Entertainment Rants. And we look forward to ranting with everybody. Stay cool. Keep ranting, everybody.
All right.